Hi guys, it's Jenny and Ryker, and we are here for our 2-week update. So, what do you think, Mr. Ryker? How has your second week of life been? It's been pretty decent. Done a lot of sleeping, a lot of pooping, a lot of eating. Pretty exciting stuff. So, as you can see, little Ryker is sporting the shirt of his namesake. It says Little Number 1 on it, and that is a picture of, you guessed it, Commander William T. Ryker of the Starship Enterprise. Now, that isn't exactly, he's not exactly named after him, but I picked the name Ryker because it's Dutch and because of my Dutch heritage that I wanted to honor. And I said the name to my husband, who is a big Star Trek fan, and he was like, oh, like William T. Ryker. He thought that was the coolest thing ever, the fact that the name was also the name of the Star Trek character. And so I would be lying if I didn't say that Star Trek was definitely a consideration in naming our child. So he has this little William T. Ryker shirt on. And Ryker is doing wonderfully. Yeah. He's wide awake right now. He's got those beautiful blue eyes all open, and he's a little squiggly worm at the moment. But his first 2 weeks have been great. He has been growing, and as you can see, he's very long. He's got these nice long limbs, and he's not that chunky, but he's got a little bit of little baby fat here and there, especially in these cheeks, huh? So, hi. Yes, hello. We just started to make eye contact and really follow people's faces. So the last couple of days have been fun because of that. Yes, they have. And as with most babies, his mood comes and goes, so he can be totally happy 1 minute, and then the next minute he's screaming because I don't know why. But for the most part, he's a really happy, chill baby still, and he does cry, but he doesn't cry that much, and if he does, it's usually pretty easy to figure out why and to remedy it. The only thing is the last couple days he's had a bit of gas, especially last night he was having some pooping problems. And so he's been a little bit fussy because of that. And then generally in the evenings, which I know is totally normal, between like 7 and 10 is when he'll be his fussiest, and I think a lot of that is just because he's tired. So he's got a little bit of a schedule kind of going right now, nothing that I actually like tried to enforce for the most part, but he's pretty much always really awake and happy in the morning, first thing after like his 7:30 feeding. And then he will sleep a lot of the afternoon. He'll be up for a little bit like right now. And then this evening he'll sleep again, and then he will be awake between about 8:30 and 10. And he'll be fussy a little bit. And then from 11 o'clock on is when I put him to sleep. And we spend the night generally not very awake. He doesn't have a big awake period during the night right now. So he'll sleep and sleep for 2 hours at a time. Oh, shh. So he'll sleep for 2 hours at a time. If I'm lucky, maybe a 3-hour stint. And then after about 3 a.m., he will only sleep for about an hour and a half at a time. And he will wake up for feedings between all of those. And so that's generally about how his day goes right now. Hi. We just spent the week with my parents, and he loved them, and they loved him. You guys had such a good time. Grandma sang to him, and he loved that. We went on walks. We even went out to eat one night. Oh, it was crazy. And he's getting a little bit more vocal now, which is fun because he never used to be. He really loves his playmat, so we've been spending a lot of time on the playmat, especially in the mornings. He loves the little animals that hang from the top of it. You know, they've got rattles and bells and rings and things like that he likes to look at and play with, and he likes to look at himself in the mirror. And then I have a couple just, baby toys that he likes to look at. I've got a frog and a whale. Yes, I know. And so we've sponge bathed him a couple times. He just lost his umbilical stump about 2 days ago. So now we are going to be able to start doing actual baths with him, which I'm really excited about because I think that will be a fun part of your bedtime routine. And so we're going to start doing that tonight. Isn't that going to be so much fun? Yes, it is. He still loves music, so we sing to him and we play him the piano. He likes to be swayed. He is pretty good in my carriers. I have a couple different carriers I've tried out on him. He likes the Moby wrap. Whenever he's in it, he basically just sleeps. And then I have baby Bjorn we tried yesterday that he wasn't too fond of, but I think he's a little bit small for it still, so I'm going to let him grow a little bit before we use that one. And what else? His breastfeeding is still going wonderfully. And so thank goodness for that. He's a great breastfeeder, although I think he has a little bit of acid reflux problems here or there because he has been spitting up a bit more the last 4 or 5 days. And so, I know, right? So after he eats, I kind of have to keep him upright for a while or else he's gonna upchuck a bunch of it. yeah, I know. And so that's, kind of annoying, but that's okay. We can do that. He had his 2-week appointment just the other day, and it went really well. He had gained an entire pound from the week before, so that brings him at the moment up to 8 pounds and 7 ounces. So he's definitely gaining weight like a champ, which makes me feel really good because I know that I am definitely nourishing him and getting him enough breast milk and all of that stuff, which is great. Now we did try this week to pump a couple times so that when my parents were here, they could watch him one evening and my husband and I could actually go out to a movie, which was, I know you didn't like it, did you? Which was crazy. I know they say you're not supposed to introduce a bottle till at least 4 weeks if you're exclusively breastfeeding, but because he's such a good breastfeeder and he has a great latch, I wasn't too worried about trying one bottle with him, just that one evening feeding, which actually he took no problem whatsoever, and he didn't have any problem going back to the boob after he was done. Pumping was a little bit of a different story. For me, I didn't really get very much. I got like less than an ounce the first time I tried, and I was like, this is weird. So I wasn't sure, maybe I was doing it at the wrong time. I'd been too depleted when he ate, I'm not sure. So I drank some milkmaid tea, and then I tried again the next day, and then I got like almost 4 ounces, which was great. So that was enough for 2 feedings for him. And then I tried again, just because I thought it'd be, I should start pumping so that I have at least, a couple bottles supply in my freezer in case he ever needs to be fed by my husband or, if I ever need to be away. And so I tried again, and then I barely got an ounce again this 3rd time. So I don't know, I was very confused by the whole pumping thing. So that's something that I guess I have to work on. But the good news is he didn't have any problems taking the bottle, which makes me feel really good that if I ever need to leave him and he needs to be bottle fed with my breast milk, then he will be okay. As long as I can figure out how to get him breast milk, if I can figure out this whole pumping thing. But that was good. Otherwise, I know I'm going to do a cloth diaper video on its own about how our first couple weeks of cloth diapering has gone. But if you were wondering, for the quick version, it has generally gone really well. It's been great. Yeah, I know. I have a couple different types of diapers, and some of them work better than others, which I will go over with you guys in the video. Yes, we will. But for the most part, he's been doing pretty good. He doesn't have like a crazy amount of poop in his poopy diapers, so I really haven't had any big blowouts yet, aside from a meconium blowout that we had in the hospital, which was unfortunate because it ended up all over me and all over the bed. Ah! But yeah, generally the cloth diapers have been fine. When I do them, they're always great. My mother tried to do them when she changed him, and I don't think she generally got them on tight enough. So we have definitely had some leakage problems with pee because I just don't think that she was putting them on properly. But now that you pretty much only changed my mommy and daddy, I think we've got that figured out for the most part. We stay, yes, look at the smile. Oh my gosh. He smiles. I mean, I know that the baby experts say that it's gas, which, yeah, fine. But it's very convenient gas because he smiles like when you're in his face doing all of this cute stuff and smiling at him. And then he smiles back at you. It's crazy because I know in my head that it's not a real smile, but it sure seems like it. Yes, it does. Ah, so cute. And so anyway, let's see, we did breastfeeding, we did diapers, we did growth, we did his name, we talked about your moods and your schedule, and that is probably pretty much everything for his 2 weeks. He's just been really good, very fun. He's getting a little bit more hair, and he's getting a little bit longer and a little bit chunkier. But for the most part, everything has been great, and he's been a wonderful baby, and I am extremely lucky. Yes, yes, yes. I know. So that's going to be it for us. We need to go and probably eat and have a nap. And so stay tuned, and we will be back next week for our 3-week update. Yes, we will. And I will also be filming a 2-week postpartum update for you. So, yes, 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 yes. So stay tuned, and that is it for now. You're so cute. Oh, even his cries are so cute. I love them. Okay, okay. We'll see you guys later. Bye. 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 Oh. Hi guys, it's Jenny, and I'm here to do my 2-week postpartum update. So, it's been 2 weeks since I had my son, Ryker, and if you haven't watched my birth story, what is my dog doing? Oh, she's trying to kill a fly in my window.